Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hammertime TV, presented by Lakeshore Savings Bank. I'm your host, Domenic Cortese. Well, it's June, and the sun is out, and the warm weather is here to stay, I hope. And now that summer is just around the corner, I've got some quick June home maintenance to-do lists that may allow you to have more time with your family. Are you ready? First, number one, oil your garage door opener and chain and all the door hinges. That'll ensure that you have a nice, smooth operation all summer long. Second on the list, remove the lint from inside and outside your dryer vent. Very important to do that on a regular basis. If you have a gas dryer, it could save you from carbon monoxide contamination. Third, clean your kitchen exhaust fan filter. Yeah, that could save you from having a potential grease fire. Also, minimize any odors around the kitchen. Fourth on the list, clean your refrigerator and freezer coils and empty and clean the drip trays. Yep, get that vacuum cleaner hose and get underneath that refrigerator, get behind it too. That'll ensure that your refrigerator will operate in a tip-top condition. Fifth on the list, check your dishwasher for leaks. Nothing's worse than having a leaky dishwasher. It could ruin your kitchen floor. Next on the list, check around the kitchen and bathroom cabinets and around the toilet for leaks. The toilet is notorious for developing a little leak. All it might need is a new wax ring. Next on the list, replace the interior and exterior faucets and shower head washers if needed. If you have any dripping, it may only need a new washer, or it might just need a new cartridge. But check it out to be safe. And finally, seal your tile grout. That'll really help minimize any problems you might have with mildew growth on your tile surfaces. Great tip, will save you a lot of grief. Just like maintenance on your vehicle, regular maintenance on your home is also important in order to keep it running in tip-top shape. Well, coming up on today's show, if your garage floor needs a makeover, there's a solution. It's a Gorilla Garage Floor, and Joe Afalo is here to show us how easy and affordable it is to install. Our friends from Ava Roofing and Twin City Glass are also with us. And Phil, what are you working on today?
I'm going to show you the proper way to replace that mailbox that may have lost the battle with the snowplows this past winter, or maybe it's just tired looking and it's time to be replaced. I'll take you through some steps and also some guidelines from the United States Postal Service to consider.
Well, mailboxes really do take a beating, so it's not a bad idea to do an annual mailbox checkup. Hey, you can add that to your June to-do list. All right, we've received some great questions this week. It is time for Viewer Mail.
Viewer Mail is brought to you by Flooring Solutions of Western New York. Let our expertise be the answer to your flooring needs.
Well, if you listen to Hammertime Radio on WBEN, you know that I solve all of your home improvement problems there. Well, guess what? We do that here too on Hammertime TV, and our first is a video submittal from Michael Threat.
Hey Dominic, my name is Mike Threat. I live over here in the Broadway, Fillmore area, and I have a house with no basement, and I have a crawl space. And I want to know about the cost effectiveness to spray foam insulation between the floor joists underneath my house. What do you think about that?
Well, let's start with this, Michael. If you can get into that crawl space, I can save you a lot of money comparing fiberglass insulation over spray foam insulation. Yeah, a spray foam application will work in your case, but it's going to cost you more. Now, if we can get in there, as I said, and install fiberglass insulation, either unfaced or faced with the paper to the heated side, and then wired in place so it's stable and doesn't sag, that will do the trick. And it'll save you money, as I said. Now, if you can get into this crawl space, you also may want to consider insulating the crawl space walls. You can use 2-inch Dow styrofoam for that. That'll also give you more warmth in the crawl space, which will also convey to a warmer floor in the house too. Either way, insulation is the right direction for you to pursue. Our next question comes to us via Facebook. I have a question about my bathroom exhaust fan. The problem happens not so much now, but sometimes during the winter, water drips from the exhaust fan. What could be causing this, and what can I do to stop it? What that is condensation. That line as it travels through the attic is probably uninsulated, and the warm air from the bathroom is condensing in that line, dripping back down into the fan. It could eventually burn that fan out, so here's what to do. You'll need to get into the attic and wrap that exhaust line with some fiberglass insulation or replace it with an insulated duct line. Either way, that'll prevent that condensation and that'll prevent that water from dripping back down into the fan and ruining the fan, as I said. So get to it and get it done. Our next question is an email submittal, and it's from Tim from Lancaster. Tim writes, "What's the best way to get rid of carpenter ants in my house?" Carpenter ants, Tim, are a cause for concern. Usually carpenter ants are drawn into a house because there's moisture present. So that usually means that we have either some rotted wood or something like that that's attracting them. You'll usually see little piles of sawdust as a trail from the carpenter ants. Another indication that you could have carpenter ants is a rotting stump out in the yard. Sometimes they're drawn into the house and then go back to the stump. How to fix this is, of course, certainly to deal with the moist conditions, eliminate any rotted wood, get rid of that tree stump. Also, landscape timbers, the old railroad style, are notorious for attracting carpenter ants. So check the property out for those kinds of conditions, fix any moist conditions that you might have, eliminate any rotted wood, and that should take care of the carpenter ants. Well, we're blessed here on Hammertime TV to have viewers far and wide, especially now with the internet. People can watch us there at hammertimetv.com, and of course on YouTube as well, like Suzanne, who writes us on Facebook. Suzanne used to live in Western New York, and she now has moved to Detroit, Michigan. She writes, "After living in my home for 16 years, my dream is finally about to come true. I'm so excited to be giving my kitchen a full makeover this fall. I'm really struggling with choosing the right cabinets, and I need your help." Well, thank you for considering me as a resource for your question here, and thanks for watching us on YouTube all the way from Detroit, Michigan. The thing about cabinets is you can buy a lot of garbage out there. Typically, cheaper cabinets are going to be less expensive, less quality in the manufacturing, and usually made out of particle board. I would suggest strongly that you stay away from particle board constructed cabinets. Over time, the wearability and durability and structural stability of particle board is suspect, and those cabinets will not last as long. Conversely, cabinets manufactured out of solid wood, plywood boxes, solid wood fronts, with furniture quality finishes are going to give you good wearability. Look for things like plywood box construction, dovetail drawers, and also check on the weight capacity of the drawers. Typically, a high quality cabinet will give you about 100 pounds capacity in the drawer itself. And lastly, check out the finish of the surface of the cabinets themselves too. A furniture quality finish will be a hardened finish, not a lacquer finish. Again, wearability, durability, that's what it's all about for a kitchen that's going to last. Stay tuned to Hammertime TV. We'll be back with more right after this.
Every Gorilla floor is not the same. Pitted, cracked concrete. We can repair the floor.
The thing that impressed us most was the fact that they just didn't come in one day and go out one day. They let the epoxy set, they let it cure up. Real happy.
Gorilla Garage Gear. Go, go, Gorilla.
Quality work is what makes Salino Plumbing and HVAC your #1 choice, but it's also about
fast professional service,
high efficiency equipment,
upfront pricing and 0% financing.
And it's about the booties.
and drop costs too.
knowledgeable, friendly, and neat makes Salino Western New York's plumbing and HVAC experts.
Salino Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. It's all good.
For over 80 years, CJ Krantz Organics has provided Western New York with the highest quality landscape materials to beautify your home or business. We're the only company in the area that makes both compost and mulch from scratch. Homemade right here in East Amherst. Avoid the middleman markup when you buy direct from us. There's no job too big or too small for our team to handle. So call CJ Krantz Organics. We'll help you get what you need when you need it.
Every place I go, people come up to me and tell me, "We love your commercials. Who makes your commercials?" And it's all Key Videos work. It's amazing the job that they do. They are so creative. I mean, they make it so easy for me. And I would have to say that they're very responsible for my business and where it's gotten. You can't go wrong with the work Key Video does for you, and I will stand behind them 100%. They have made me extremely famous.
This do-it-yourself tip is brought to you by Key Video Productions. Key Video, producing persuasive and compelling content to help grow your business. And by Tim Martin, muralist and decorative painter. Transform the ordinary to the extraordinary.
Even though the kitchen is the dirtiest room in your house, we'd like to take you to the second dirtiest room and talk about soap scum and hard water stains on your shower door and how to clean those. The best approach is daily maintenance. For daily maintenance, you want to make sure that you don't let the water dry on your glass. At the end of your shower, take a squeegee and squeegee that water off, or even a towel. There's three components to your shower: the glass, the tile, and the tracks that hold the glass. Let's talk about the glass. To clean the glass, you can use a commercially available cleaner, and be aware that it may take more than one application to get your glass totally clean. Glass is actually porous. That's what allows soap scum, minerals, and bacteria to infiltrate the surface of the glass and make them hard to remove. Other attributing factors to this buildup are heat and humidity, so it's important not to leave soap, shampoo, and your cleaners on the glass for too long. Get them off as soon as you can. If you chose to have a factory-applied sealant on your glass, such as ShowerGuard or AquaGlide, you're steps ahead. AquaGlide and ShowerGuard seal the pores of your glass, preventing soap scum, hard water stains, and other contaminants from sticking to your glass. Let's face it, the first impression people get is when they walk in and see the glass in your shower. But you need to also make sure that you keep your tracks and tile clean to prevent buildup and bacteria there. There's no magic bullet. You may have to get in there with a nylon brush and some elbow grease to really get it clean. So use these tips to keep your bathroom the cleanest room in the house.
You know, ever since garages came on the scene back in the early 1900s, there's probably been no other part of the house that seems to have gone through such a transformation in its purpose other than the garage. It's no longer just a place to park your car. For many of us, the garage is now one of those important parts of our house. Joe Afalo, owner of Gorilla Garage Gear, hears it every day of the week from his customers. Joe, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Domenic. Great to be here.
You know, no doubt it sounds like Gorilla Garage Gear can be your ticket to the garage of your dreams. For individuals and businesses, what are some of the benefits of having this done?
Well, one of the biggest benefits is the floor obviously cleans up real well. We also get a lot of calls because of the weather in Western New York. You get pitted, cracked concrete. We can repair almost anything that people run past us, so we can really make a nice improvement on somebody's concrete, especially in their garage.
Walk us through the process from that initial call to the actual completion of the job.
Well, once we get a call, we'll send an estimator out there. From there, he'll put an estimate together, provide that to the homeowner. If they want to proceed, the first step is to grind the floor, and that's coming in with our concrete grinders, and those grinders will open up the pores in the concrete so that the concrete accepts the products that we're going to put down. From there, we're going to do any repairs that may be done. A lot of the floors that we see are pitted, cracked, so we'll put a day, maybe 2 days, sometimes even more, to repair the floors and get them to a point where we can install the Gorilla floor over the top of it. With each step, we're going to regrind the floor until we get it nice and smooth. Then we install the Gorilla floor. That comes in a variety of different colors. And then we'll top it off with a polyaspartic clear coat. Polyaspartic, for example, is the clear coat that's used on vehicles to protect them. All in all, we put that floor in, provide a 10-year warranty for it. If there's ever any issues, Domenic, they can just give us a call and we'll come out and take care of it for them.
So let's talk for a minute about color. I imagine there's a lot of choices.
There's a whole world of choices. We try to narrow it down by having what we call the stock blends, and all the stock blends are available. You can see them on our website. Beyond that, we can provide really any color scheme that is desirable by the customer.
Now, once your floor is complete, how about keeping it clean and maintained year after year?
Keeping it clean is really one of the benefits of a Gorilla floor. With our floors, what I recommend in the wintertime is take some fresh snow and sprinkle it across the floor. Let it absorb the dirt, and then you just take a push shovel, clean it off, and in the middle of winter, your floor is as clean as could be.
You know, one of the toughest and most durable finishes that you can apply to a garage floor today is a Gorilla floor. It protects garage floors and can instantly transform your boring or ugly concrete into a professional-looking floor of beauty and function. And the company you should consider calling is Gorilla Garage Gear. Joe, thanks for joining me. And remember, go Gorilla!
Closed captioning is made possible by Ventura's CarStar Collision.
CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
There is only one car like it in the world. A very limited edition. Not long ago, it got pretty banged up in an accident. Then, it was taken to Ventura's. And now, it looks like this. Brian's car. At Ventura's CarStar Collision, we don't just repair cars, we repair your car.
There's not many people that really want to pack up the kids, go to the country clubs, go to the resorts. They'd rather do it all at their own home. We're going to figure out exactly what you need, what you want. We've been doing this for over 60 years, so we have a background that will carry through with that. From layout, excavation, the steel work, the gunite work, tile, plaster. You want to walk into your backyard and know your pool is one of a kind. To make your dreams a reality, call us at 683-9500 or visit our website, beautypools.com.
I'm a third-generation concrete contractor. Grandfather started the business 60 years ago. We have upwards of 100 years experience on our crew. We install stamped concrete, exposed aggregate concrete, and standard broom finish concrete, comprising of patios, driveways, garage pads, in-ground pool surrounds, walkways, porches, and steps. I've been big since day one on providing quality, efficient, and speedy service. If you're looking for concrete and you need help, call Real Help at 997-3058 or visit our website, realhelpconcrete.com.
Lakeshore Savings has been there for generations of Western New Yorkers. So it's our goal to make sure each new generation has the financial tools they need to thrive. From making your first deposit to financing your first business, we'll guide you with the right support. We know that achieving your financial goals requires personal attention, which is why we'll always put your needs first.
Get started on your next project with a home equity line of credit at 3.5% APR for 12 months.
And as new generations are born, Lakeshore Savings will be here to greet them.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Lakeshore Savings Bank, putting people first.
In 2006, we decided to become our own company, family-owned. My brother and I, we opened AVA Roofing.
Why people should choose AVA? Because we're a family-owned and operated business, so we take time on every job we're doing it. As far as quality control, every project we do, we fully inspect it before and after the job is done. It's really important to have license and the permits for every job you do.
We're properly insured and licensed in every town, and we get the job done right. Many homeowners don't really realize they need a new roof until they get water coming into the house.
Oh, my roof was in terrible shape. I called AVA because they were recommended by friends of mine.
When customer calls us, we set up a time in the day for the visual inspection and to provide you a written estimate on the job site.
They showed up, completed the estimate, had the thing all graphed out before the other guys even returned my call.
Once we provide you with a free proposal, you have a couple of days to think about the quote. If you decide to hire us, we'll come out, sign the agreement. We do not take any deposits for our jobs. Once we're ready to do the work, we'll call you 3 days ahead of time to confirm the date and the colors and the specs for the job.
When we pull in, we usually park on the street.
12-man crew comes out, sets up the ladders, the scaffolds.
Hanging tarps on the roof so we protect the siding and the windows and the screens.
Make sure all the landscaping is protected because that is priority for us. Once the roof is stripped, we water tie it.
Ice shield, synthetic paper, whatever we use on all of our roofs.
They had a foreman on the job, and he made me feel like I was the most important person, and my concerns is what they took care of.
We always work together and always communicate with customers.
Throughout the process, we make sure that everything goes smooth. We have 2 of our brothers that always monitor the job site. They're always installing, making sure the quality is being done.
He wants perfection, and that's what his workers deliver.
And then everything's done, we really take time on the detail, on the cleanup.
Whatever mess they made, it was spotless before those guys left the work site.
We left the job site better than it was before they came. You know, there's not a nail on the ground, just a professional job, courteous and kind to my neighbors.
We'll give you 10-year labor warranty on full replacement, and then there's also material warranty.
If I ever have a question about the roof, I call them up and Ava responds within 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most, either on phone or on Facebook.
They'll have a part in my future. I mean, this isn't the last house I'll buy, and I'm sure that I'll need them, and they'll be the first person I call.
If you're in the market for a new roof or need a repair done in your house,
visit us on our website, avaroofing.com. You can also send us a text message.
Or simply ask your neighbor, because we probably did their roof.
Today I'm going to teach you how to install a mailbox. It seems like a simple task, but there are some guidelines that we need to follow. Let's get started. The tools you'll need for the job are a shovel, a clam digger, some concrete mix, a tape measure, a saw, a level, a handful of screws, a drill, a mailbox post, your mailbox, and some bracing material. Now before we get started, we need to familiarize ourselves with the United States Postal Service guidelines for installation. Position your mailbox 41 to 45 inches from the road surface to the bottom of the mailbox. Place your mailbox 6 to 8 inches back from the curb, and make sure to bury your post no more than 24 inches deep. We're gonna go ahead and start digging, so let's get to it. This is not easy digging. I'm hitting nothing but rock. Thanks to my brother and our friends at Bobcat of Buffalo, we got through that portion of the project rapidly. Well, that looks like it did the trick. Thanks so much for stopping by.
You're welcome. Looks like my work here is done.
Now that the hole is dug, we're gonna go ahead and cut some bracing and some stakes to hold the mailbox up while the concrete dries. Once we get the post in the ground, we check for level and get our braces set accordingly. Once it's plumb, we are ready to pour concrete. We're gonna use a dry pouring system where we're actually gonna mix the concrete in the hole. We use a dry pour system because it's not a load-bearing pier, and it's a heck of a lot easier and cleaner than mixing and pouring. Leave dry concrete in the hole and add water as we pour. Earlier, we cut some 5/4 treated material for a mounting bracket for the mailbox. We will attach the mailbox to the mounting bracket with 4 separate screws. There you go, finished product. All you need to do is slap your house numbers on your mailbox and you're on your way to receiving mail. Ugh, bills. I love my Buffalo Bills, but I could do without these bills.
Hi, Domenic Cortese here. For over 60 years, my family has helped build West New York with products and supplies from our friends at Scranton's Thruway Builders. I want to invite you to experience that same quality and service that we've come to expect. So, what are you waiting for? Stop on down and let Scranton's help turn your dreams into reality.
What we've been doing here for the last 40 years is simple. It's not easy, and it's not a secret. We just try to do the right thing.
That's why every customer gets our 5-year total trust guarantee.
Total trust? We just gave it a name. It's something we've always done.
Making the customer happy in the end is what we strive for. It's a simple secret to success. Do the right thing.
Choosing the right contractor can make the difference between a successful home renovation project and a disaster. It can be confusing and scary. But before you start to panic, visit HammertimeTV.com. We've brought together the area's most respected and trustworthy home improvement experts. Visit us before you go anywhere else. HammertimeTV.com. Buy right the first time. Buy from the Hammertime TV family of contractors.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Hammertime TV. And as we wrap up the season, I want to thank you for inviting us into your homes each and every Sunday morning right here on Channel 2. Also, I want to acknowledge our tremendous sponsors that have been with us all season long and who have made this show possible. They are the Hammertime TV family of contractors. You know, we've started to tell you to buy right the first time and buy from a Hammertime TV partner, and that's certainly the case. I can promise you delivery, integrity, and quality from my friends in our Hammertime TV family of contractors, which includes Ava Roofing, Beauty Pools, Big L Windows and Doors, Celino Plumbing, CJ Krantz, of course us at Cortese Construction Services, our good friend Tim Martin, our decorative painter, Flooring Solutions of West New York, our viewer mail sponsor, Joe Afalo and Gorilla Garage Floors, HW Brick & Sons, Quality Filtration, Josh Broad and Real Help Concrete, Solar Liberty, the Weinholz family at Twin City Glass, everyone at United Materials, our location sponsor, Ventura's Car Star Collision, our closed caption sponsor, and of course, our title sponsor, our good friends at Lakeshore Savings Bank. Throughout the summer and fall, our television crew from Key Video Productions will be filming new content for Season 3, slated to premiere in February of 2020. Also, if you're a home improvement contractor and would like to be featured on our next series, be sure to let us know. So, for the last time this season, from the staff here at Hammertime TV and our sponsors, and to you, our viewers, buy right the first time and buy from the Hammertime TV family of contractors. Have a great summer, everyone.
For over 30 years, Quality Filtration has been providing clean, healthy, and safe water for homes and businesses across Western New York. As an authorized distributor of Everpure water treatment systems, our filtration process removes more contaminants, sediment, and bacteria, giving you superior tasting drinking water. And when it comes time for a filter change, we have the lowest prices in town. Call Quality Filtration today. We'll filter your water problems away.
Flooring Solutions of Western New York offers a knowledgeable and comprehensive approach to your flooring needs. With over 100 years of collective experience, we offer the best quality and contemporary styles with experienced professional installation. Whether it's the beauty and comfort of carpet, elegance and style of hardwood, or luxury vinyl tile that gives you the contemporary look of wood or tile, we offer unmatched versatility and durability. Flooring Solutions of Western New York.